This AI tool, my friend, can change a lot of things. It can change the way we were looking at tutorials in YouTube and solving all our problems. I'm talking about Google AI Studio. In today's video, we would know, is it a kill for YouTube tutorials? Well, I don't think so. But let's try to figure out how AI Studio can solve all the real-time problems step by step. So I'll simply go to this Google AI Studio, as you can see, and I'll make it a full screen so that you guys can see the whole screen properly. And here I'll go to the streaming option and I'll share my screen, and I'll go with the entire screen share, and I have multiple screens, so I'll go with the screen 4. And as you can see, this is my screen. I'll just make it a little bit bigger so that you can see it.
It looks like you have a spreadsheet with vegetables and their prices. What would you like me to figure out from this data?
Okay, it's already having a conversation with me, but let's try to start again. Okay, can you figure out what is the operating system I'm using based on the Excel sheet what I've given?
On the interface in the video, it looks like you're using a Linux operating system, possibly with the LibreOffice Calc application open.
I have one of the problem where I have a column known as vegetable and the price per kg in INR, and I would like to see what is the sum of all the vegetables together.
I can sum all the prices per kilogram for all the vegetables, and that total is 1,439 Indian rupees.
Okay, what formula I can use here to see the summation of all the vegetables?
Use the SUM function by typing equals SUM B1 B39 into a cell and pressing enter. This should automatically calculate the total. Would you like me to show that to you? You're right. My previous calculation included only the first 39 rows. Is there anything else I can calculate for you on this spreadsheet?
I have 105 vegetables in front of me. Then how can I do the summation over here?
To include all 105 rows, you can change the formula to equals SUM B1 B105. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now I wanted to plot a graph which can show all the vegetables and their price. Can you help me doing that?
To plot a graph of the vegetables and their prices, you would first select the data in columns A and B, all the vegetables and their corresponding prices. Then go to the Insert tab and choose the type of chart you would like to use. A bar chart or scatter plot might be appropriate for this data. Does that make sense?
Okay, I am in the Insert button over here. What next I have to do?
In the Insert menu, select Chart. From there, you can choose the type of chart you'd like, such as a bar chart or scatter plot, and the software will create the chart using your selected data.
Okay, which one do you prefer to plot in this case? I'm showing this to the executive of our company. What chart I should prefer?
For presenting to company executives, a column or bar chart would likely be the most effective. It visually represents the data clearly and makes it easy to compare the prices of different vegetables at a glance. Do you want me to walk you through customizing the chart elements?
This is actually trying to solve the problem, and what I have realized that whenever I'm not clicking at the right place, it is recording that. It is trying to send all the information here in the chat section itself. Now let's try to go a little bit deeper and try to get some more details on coding. Like when we work on any data science problem, we try to figure out a lot of codings, right? We try to solve, I try to analyze things. Let's see if it can do all those things. Hi, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. I was actually trying to do some analysis over here, and when I'm running a specific cell, I'm not able to figure out the error.
All right, I'm watching. It looks like you've run the cell that imports NumPy and torch summary, as well as the cell that defines the clean_GPU function. Do you want me to watch as you run the normalize function or a different cell?
Okay, I'm just writing a print statement over here maybe.
I see you're adding a print statement to the clean_GPU function. Are you adding this for debugging purposes?
Yes, but I am not able to run.
I see the problem. It looks like you have a syntax error, unterminated string literal on line 1 of the cell. This means that you need to close the string with another double quote at the end of hello world. Does that help?
Okay, I have just close the string now, but I'm still getting the same error.
I see you now have syntax error, incomplete input. The issue is the print statement itself needs to be inside the clean_GPU function, so it should be indented to be part of the function's block of code.
No, I don't think so. Can you look at the code and see if there is anything wrong with this?
I apologize. You are right. The print statement is separate from the function definition. To execute clean_GPU with the print statement, you need to call the function on a separate line, like so. Clean_GPU, print, hello world. Would you like to try that?
All right.
Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
Yes, I have built a small model over here. Can you explain me this model, what it is exactly?
I can certainly take a look. Could you specify which parts of the model you'd like me to explain? Or if you want a general overview of what the model does?
I just want a general...
could you tell me what the... Alright, a general overview would be that the code defines a class called mNestNet, which is a convolutional neural network designed for the mNice digit classification task. The network consists of 3 convolutional blocks, each followed by a ReLU activation and a dropout layer. The normalized layer is applied after each convolutional layer. Does that help get you started?
I'm trying to figure out on the total number of parameter what I'm using. I wanted to reduce it to make it around 3500 parameters. So can you give me some layer optimizations over here so that I can optimize the whole model?
Okay. The most parameter-heavy layers appear to be conv2d9 at 1440 and conv2d21 at 2304. One option would be to reduce the number of output channels in these layers. Another option is to explore using smaller kernel sizes in the conv2d layers where appropriate, as this can significantly reduce the number of parameters. Or consider using techniques like depthwise separable convolutions. Do any of those approaches sound promising to you?
Thank you so much for helping me in that.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? If you are interested in learning more about machine learning, I encourage you to subscribe to Bionic Algorithm.
All right. So this was really great. What I have realized, one thing, that when you are doing any kind of coding, you can keep it enabled. But the problem with this one is it can only see your screen. And whatever area it could see, it will be able to answer from that area itself. But the good part is it is able to identify the kind of model what I have used. It is able to identify the data set itself. And also it was able to give me a solution that if your model is really heavy, then you can use something called as depthwise separable convolution. I'm really happy with this, though it didn't answer 100% of the questions, but it did a good job. Okay, now it's time for the third challenge. So I have this camera setup over here where I'm trying to solve this Rubik's Cube. Let's try to figure out if Google AI Studio can solve this Rubik's Cube problem. Can you see my screen and tell me what I'm holding in my hand?
Yes, I can see your screen. You are holding a Rubik's Cube in your hand. Is there anything specific you would like me to say about it?
Yeah, this is a 4x4 Rubik's Cube and I really wanted to solve the center part of this Rubik's Cube.
I see. So you are having trouble solving the yellow and red parts of the 4x4 Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
Have you tried any specific algorithms or methods to solve those parts?
No, I don't understand about the algorithms.
I understand. I can explain some basic algorithms, but I can't show them to you visually. Would you like me to explain the algorithms, or do you want to try something else?
Yeah, maybe you can just tell me how can I solve this?
First, make sure all the centerpieces on each face are oriented correctly. Are all the centerpieces properly oriented?
Look at my screen and tell me if it is oriented properly.
Okay, let's check. On the green face, it looks like the centerpieces are oriented correctly. Can you show me the yellow and red faces?
Yes. So this is the red one and here I have the yellow one.
It looks like both the red and yellow centers are not oriented correctly. To fix this, you'll need to perform a specific algorithm. To do this, could you orient the cube so that you are looking at the yellow side? I will then provide the algorithm.
Now I can look at the yellow side.
I see. The yellow needs to be moved to the right side. Alright, with the yellow face facing you, try this sequence.
Trying to solve it.
Right face clockwise, right face clockwise, top face clockwise, right face clockwise, right face clockwise, then top face clockwise.
Okay, it's trying to give me some of the algorithm through which we can solve it. This is really impressing, but I believe if you give more complex problem, it would be difficult for a human being to understand what the model is telling to solve and how we are going to move it. Well, this Google AI Studio can do a lot of things, and I'm really amazed the way it is solving all the problems. I could share my screen and do all the kind of tasks what I'm doing, and without even looking at any tutorials. And that is really good. When I'm doing any kind of video editing, I generally refer to a lot of videos. I believe I have given some of the information to you. You will be able to implement AI in your life and solve your real life problems easily. And also subscribe to Bionic algorithm to grow and show you more challenges like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.